Hello and welcome to the Elevator Pitch, hosted by yours truly, Sam Borders.
And Trace Maloney, the show where we create two movies and pitch them head-to-head against each other. For those of you who don't know, an elevator pitch is a short description of a plot or concept of a movie that people pitch to executives to get the movie made. Now that we're all on the same page, let's just hop right into this.
Let's do it. We do the wheels.
Yeah, that is how it works.
We spin them, and then they give us things.
Are you ready, or do you want to explain it?
No, I'm ready. Let's do it.
No!
No,
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, the first genre.
Okay.
Spin that dang tootin' wheel is a disaster. A disaster movie.
Okay.
But it is also it's an animated disaster movie.
Okay. All right.
Get those wheels turning while we get our stars.
Yeah, let's get our stars.
Okay. Our first star is gonna be Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Okay.
Forrest Whitaker is our first star.
Okay.
And his co-star is Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. and
Forrest Whitaker. In an animated disaster.
Okay.
Now, you could take that two ways. Right off the bat. Is it a disaster?
Is it an animated disaster?
Is it a disaster to animation itself?
Is it like those shit posts you see on YouTube where it's like Shrek running through a haunted house?
Or something.
Or something like that with Forrest Whitaker and Robert Downey Jr. Or is it just... I think we need to go with that it's an actual movie.
Oh, yeah, no, it's an actual movie. It's an actual movie. Okay, so it's animated. Now
it's an animated disaster movie. Well, okay, hold on. Let's not worry about animated yet. I think we should focus on what type of disaster we want to deal with first.
Well, here's the one question I was going to ask that does still have to do with the animation.
Okay.
Is this going to be still kid friendly because animation typically is, or are we going for a sausage party where we might see food?
I mean, I'm open to the idea of an adult disaster animated movie, but the idea of a kids disaster movie is very enticing in its own right.
That is, we could kind of keep it childish.
We could. I guess we'll see what happens when we get into it.
I think Rango, that movie, was PG-13, so maybe we could kind of...
Maybe we'll straddle the line.
Yeah, we'll toe the line there. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay, I think we'll fall into it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay.
I think we'll fall into it.
The disaster.
Tornadoes.
What if... Did you ever see that movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal, The Day After Tomorrow?
I did not.
Okay, that movie we could do. We could do maybe like a spiritual successor, because in that movie, literally everything happens: tsunamis, floods, ice age.
That's fun.
Just intense climate change.
Okay. Well, here's my first question. Disaster movies are usually forces of nature, right? Or can they be other things? Like is Independence Day a disaster movie?
Is it? That's an interesting question.
Does it have to be nature?
That's gonna start like
we're getting into deep philosophy here.
Well,
folks.
That's going to start like a big internet argument, like similar to the "Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?"
It kind of is.
Well, it is. I think, specifically, I think Independence Day is an action, a sci-fi action.
Okay. Well, then let's stick with nature. I feel like an animated disaster movie is strange enough already. I don't think we need to add too much else for that to be unusual.
Do we want it to be one thing, or do we want to go after the Day After Tomorrow vibe, where it's like literally hundreds of things are happening?
I think everything happening could be fun.
Everything happening to these people that these children love.
Yes. Robert Downey Jr. and Forrest Whitaker.
What if we make it a crossover between Marvel and Star Wars? Iron Man goes to space and meets Forrest Whitaker's character.
His very obscure Star Wars character.
Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, and he has the weird tentacle thing that reads your mind.
Yeah. So what if it's that?
I don't like that.
Well, you know, Marvel's coming out with like the what if, based off of the comic books. What if what if Iron Man had to save Saw Gerrera from the planet that the Death Star is blowing up?
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's anything there.
I'm just really digging that idea.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a disaster.
No, because we were staying with the force of nature. Okay.
Tornadoes, tsunamis,
completely
earthquakes,
volcanoes,
meteors.
What if it's also? So what if it is like?
Okay, I have another question. What's the tone we're going for here? Because there's lots of different tones for these. Because like 2012 is a lot different than like Melancholia in its tone.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to do. What if it is literally 2012 to 2013, the animated disaster movie?
What if... Okay, here's my next question. What if we took it further than just everything's happening? What if, like, demons are coming out and there's, like... I don't even know. Aliens are there, too.
That's technically nature.
Yeah, if you think about it, demons are nature.
And so are aliens.
And so are aliens are nature.
Okay. What if it is literally...
What if it's, like, everything?
It's like the worst disaster ever.
That could happen. What if it's called... I already have a name. Worst case scenario.
That's good. I don't think we've ever hit the name first.
I know, it's weird. So everything happens. It's horrible. The dead are coming back. There's zombies. There's vampires. Frankenstein's there. There's demons. How you like this? What if they work together in like an office?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like and I want like maybe 5 minutes of like normal, and then just like a demon's fist comes through Bill from accounting's chest.
Oh my god.
And then they look outside and there's tornadoes and
okay. What about...
You can see space and there's aliens.
What about this? What if they're like... Because they gotta be badass. Because disaster movies nowadays are all about like are about badass people who just like do cool shit.
Okay. So you don't want them to be scared.
Well, there's
timid.
Maybe it's kind of like a Lethal Weapon where like Forrest Whitaker is like, it's like a reverse. Forrest Whitaker is the badass like Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
And Robert Downey Jr. is like the Danny Glover, the like I'm too old for this shit type guy, or instead of like the
or vice versa. I don't know.
Or instead of being like the I'm too old for this shit, he's a scaredy cat.
Okay. Rightfully so, I'll say.
But one of them has to be badass.
Like, that happens, and then Forrest Whitaker pulls the shotgun out from underneath his office desk, which he was not supposed to have there, because I'm almost certain that was not allowed.
Okay, I kind of do like that, where he's literally a crazy person. I was going to say maybe they're
and he's, like, ready. He's a prepper.
He's a prepper. Okay, because I was going to say something like maybe they're...
Oh, my God! Has there ever been a disaster movie where it's the prepper is the main character?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, and whatever he has prepared will at least help to some extent, because everything is happening.
They've never... I don't think there's ever been like a mainstream one where they're the protagonist, because there's that 10 Cloverfield Lane movie where John Goodman is a prepper, but he's an antagonist.
Yeah.
Because preppers are crazy
he's
people.
A prepper. He's a prepper.
I was going to... See, I like that. I was going to say something like they were like private investigators or something. But no, they're supposed to be Joe Schmoes.
And his friend, Robert Downey Jr., who also is in the office, has not been killed yet. He's running away, and then he just blasts a demon or an alien.
I think demon. I think Bill from accounting getting his heart ripped out in front of children is...
Why are children there? It's bring your children to work day.
Well, I meant more like the viewing audience.
That's great, though.
I was talking about the viewing audience, but
So we're gonna try and get this.
Bring your daughter to work day. Bill's daughter watches her dad get his fucking heart ripped out.
And maybe that's motivation for Forrest Whitaker to be like very protective of his child or whatever, or Robert Downey Jr. has a kid or whatever.
Okay.
You get what I mean? And then you have a kid, and that's always great because then they can scream or something and alert the bad guys. You know, we can do all sorts of trite plot devices with them.
But wouldn't it be funny if Robert Downey Jr. was the guy who screamed and alerted the bad guys?
That would be better. You're right, now that you're saying it.
Okay. Forrest Whitaker, since he's literally a crazy person, got divorced.
He's not crazy.
Well, he
was crazy.
It's like that thing. It's like the thing they say. You know, the man who sleeps with a machete is a fool every night but one.
Exactly.
So Forrest Whitaker was a crazy person. So his wife divorced him and took their kids across country.
Okay.
So
he needs to go get them.
He is on. So that's the quest. Like, that's the motivation. He is... And Robert Downey Jr. is there for some reason.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. is going to die if he doesn't stay with Forrest Whitaker.
And Forrest Whitaker's okay with him tagging along. Okay.
Yeah. An extra set of eyes.
Yeah, type deal.
He gives him a pistol or whatever and says, don't squeal like a little girl.
Okay, so...
is Robert Downey Jr. okay with this?
Yeah, he's already signed on. I just texted him. Okay, so...
He was like, character that acts like a little girl. Got it. Great,
perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay. What if in the first 5 minutes there's like, you know, because in the disaster movie there's also... like a news story that happens in the background where it's saying like this is happening, like birds are migrating.
What could they be saying?
But so in this movie they're like some homeless man who claims he's Jesus is back for the second time. It's actually Jesus. This is his second coming. He's taking people back. And then he's like, and we're out because the apocalypse is coming.
Or what if it's like they're like there's like a frantic scientist and he's on the news and he's like, I don't know what happened, but all this shit is gonna happen in like a few minutes.
He literally just says word for word what's about to happen. Like he even goes, Bill from accounting, you're about to lose your life. And
then it happens.
He's like sipping his coffee and he's like, ha, that's so weird.
That's so
and then
funny.
He like a fist. Let's get past Bill from accounting, okay? Let's regardless, there's going to be like that news scene at the beginning. Just saying like shit's going crazy. Okay. What if so it has to be a cross country thing. So what if they're in like, I feel like California feels good.
I think California's good.
And his family's in like some sort of...
How far?
I'm feeling some sort of New England-y state.
Okay, wow, you gotta go to New York.
Okay, yeah, the big players, California.
Good God, that would take a long time.
Well, it's gonna be a 7-hour movie.
It's an epic. There's 3 intermissions.
We sell tickets. We sell 2 tickets to each guest. We break the movie up into 3 and 4 hours. One night, they come and see it, and they have to come back the next night if they want to finish. Regardless.
So they got to get to New York.
They have to get to New York. So all kinds of hell is breaking loose, literally.
Yes. there's aliens, and like we've said, there's mushroom clouds. You can see them in the distance.
Nukes going off.
Nukes happening. You see meteors in the sky.
There's got to be the Yellowstone volcano eruption.
Yeah, just like a kaboom.
They're like in the is Yellowstone in the Great Plains region, or is that like a Rocky Mountain thing?
I think it's. I don't know exactly.
Regardless, they're in that region, either the Rocky Mountains or the Great Plains.
When that happens,
Yellowstone goes off.
Yeah.
And
demons come out of it.
Yeah, demons are
gateway to hell.
That noise specifically.
This is such a shit show of a movie.
There's just so much happening. It'll have so much for everyone.
And no, it's all animated.
Here's the thing. It being animated gives us a lot more freedom to do crazy shit.
That's right. There can be so many demons and the aliens and Thor. I don't know.
Okay. So
Ragnarok is happening.
Basically, the big middle section is the Yosemite, or the Yellowstone volcano. Towards the end, like the climax, they get to New York. Here's the thing. So we have to sell it to whatever production company this is. Ghosts are real, and they have to fight alongside the Ghostbusters. But Egon was raptured because he's dead.
Yes.
So that's our good way of saying he's in heaven. Congratulations.
I guess that works. I guess it would be insensitive to like have him be killed.
Yeah, that would be. But if we just say he was carried to heaven without dying at all.
Or we could just not acknowledge it.
Just 3 Ghostbusters?
There's just 3 of them there.
I feel like that's worse.
I guess that would be worse.
He went to heaven.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
do you like this idea of teaming up with the Ghostbusters?
I love it because I was imagining they get inside the Statue of Liberty again, just like at the end of Ghostbusters 2.
And they fight Godzilla or something.
Godzilla walks out of the water.
Because that's another disaster thing.
And then they say, Godzilla, listen. But he's like, one of them starts speaking Japanese to Godzilla. It's like, Godzilla, listen. Satan is 100 feet tall, and he's here to fight us now. We have to team up.
So what you're suggesting is that the finale of this movie is Godzilla and the Statue of Liberty fight Satan,
and the Ghostbusters are there. They have to cross the streams.
Yeah, and it sends Satan back to hell.
And everything goes back to normal.
Like immediately?
Almost instantaneously. You know how Endgame they snap and everyone's back like instantly, like, you know.
Well, I was also thinking of like the end of Phantom Menace when the droid control ship gets destroyed. And then the Gungans are like pushing over the droids. Yeah. And that's like how it is.
Regardless, it's
and then the Ghostbusters hold up a big glowing ball. No, Forrest Whitaker does, and he says, "Peace."
So Forrest Whitaker is the boss nass of this.
Not at all, but I just want that reference.
Oh, okay. We can squeeze that in. We've squeezed in Godzilla and the Ghostbusters.
I mean, we have 7 hours.
We have 7 hours to fill. So
there needs to be a tsunami when we get to the New York too. It needs to get flooded.
Yeah, tsunami happens. Mothra is there because we've already got the kaiju.
Maybe Mothra should be earlier.
Mothra shows up.
Mothra lands on the St. Louis Arch.
They're going through Appalachia. Mothman shows up.
The Mothman.
Mothman was real.
He was like, I told y'all about this shit.
They have to fight all of the cryptids. They are going through Appalachia.
Trace. This. I feel like we've gotten away from disaster movie to just the most kick-ass movie that's ever existed.
It's a disaster.
This is like the fantasy of every like 12-year-old.
Okay,
or maybe
is
like
that a bad?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just.
I mean, we have to put something in, but we can't just be like
we have to put something in.
Well, we can't just be like, and they escaped Yellowstone, and now they're in New York. They have to.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe something's in St. Louis, and I'm fine with the cryptid thing. I think that's cool. They fight the Poplik monster.
Yeah, they come to just like that region, like any cryptid in that region.
They've all come to fight.
They've all come to fight. Maybe
to kill Forrest Whitaker.
They're all here. Forrest Whitaker made a vow that one day he would kill all cryptids, and they knew about it. It was the prophecy. So they're stopping him.
Trace, this is madness.
Well, we did say, what if everything happened?
What if everything? I guess that's true. What else is there? I feel like there's more.
What could... Okay, so here's...
I mean, there's got to... Okay, first off, in California, there has to be an earthquake.
California earthquake. Maybe instead of demons, earthquake kicks it off.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that.
San Andreas fault happens. California floats off into the ocean.
Tsunami. We get our more stereotypical...
It all goes south.
Disaster.
It all goes...
Then... The Yellowstone thing, explosion happens, and demons come out of a portal to hell from Yellowstone. Trace, this is psychotic.
Okay, let's just plot because...
And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's great.
Okay, let's quickly plot what happened.
Each of the things.
First of all, before we start plotting, what are our characters' names?
Yes, good point.
Forrest Whitaker's character is named... What's like a badass name? What if it's like...
Timmy.
Did you say Timmy?
Yeah, that's like a kick-ass name.
I'm just trying to think of a good kick-ass name, and I can't stop thinking about Chadwick.
Chadwick. I mean, that's pretty good.
I mean, Chadwick Boseman, the guy who plays Black Panther, I think his name is kick-ass.
What about, like...
Luther?
What if it's, like, really on the nose?
What if it's... Yeah, like, it's, like, very biblical. It's like Lazarus. Or what if it's just Jesus?
What if it's, like, Michael... The Archangel.
Michael.
What if it's... How about if it's Dippy?
Dippy. Skippy.
What if his name's Dippy?
I know, we've already done a Skippy.
We did Skippy. We've done that. That was Denzel Washington's animated character. Yeah, we'll have Skippy and Dippy.
Skippy and Dippy.
No.
I like Luther. I don't know how you feel about Luther.
Luther's good. I like Luther.
It's pretty badass.
So it's Luther... And Timmy.
Luther and Timmy. I was going to say Timmy for, like, that's a good RDJ name. Okay.
Timmy.
Okay, so let's quickly plot out this part. And then we'll get into the next movie. So they're at their office.
Yes.
They're like accountants or whatever. Yeah. Earthquake happens.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
On a TV, they see a scientist who's like, every reading is off the charts.
Everything is about to happen. They go, oh, ha, that's crazy. Earthquake. It's a little minor.
Earthquake. Yeah.
And they're like, whoa, what's happening?
And they look out the window. They see a thunderstorm coming in.
A big one. Maybe a meteor in the distance.
Or a mushroom cloud or something.
Or a mushroom cloud. Forrest Whitaker's like, we have to get out of here. Everyone, follow me.
They run out of the building. It's falling apart.
At this point,
they get outside. Huge wave.
Huge wave is coming.
And here's what I think. Part of the building falls off, crushes Forrest Whitaker's, like, tank car. that has like all his cool shit.
I was gonna say
they get in Timmy's Prius.
Okay, okay. How about this? I was gonna say part of the building falls off, crushes all of their coworkers except for Luther and Timmy.
Like there's 2 holes, like perfectly.
And also Luther's tank car.
Yes.
Maybe Timmy has a moped.
Timmy, I don't know if. I mean, that's great.
Okay, regardless of what kind of vehicle,
it's something little.
It's a small car. It's funny. Because Timmy is our comedic relief.
Yes, he keeps the movie light.
Yeah, as light as it could be.
As you watch an entire office building get destroyed and dozens of people die.
Hundreds, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're racing away from the tidal wave.
They have to. They get out of city limits,
and he has to go to his bunker.
Barely in time. They have to go to the bunker to grab supplies.
Yes.
Since his car was destroyed, this is why he brings Timmy along. His car was destroyed. He needs someone's car.
Yes, so he needs someone's car.
Okay, so they get to the bunker. They get their supplies. He says, I have to save my son or children or whoever. I have to go save my family. And
Timmy's like, everything's screwed anyway. Why not?
Why not? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. More disaster stuff happen. Like little scenes just to indicate. Like they're driving through Nevada and it's like a blizzard.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's like everything's all crazy.
Yeah.
It's all mixed up.
They
get
to Yellowstone
because that hotspot is gigantic.
It's a huge.
They don't have to be in Yellowstone.
They don't, because I've seen maps. It's like most of the
western part of the United States.
Well, most of the United States is just screwed if that ever pops off.
They're like near the bottom of the United States, but it happens, and then the demons come out of a portal to hell that's underneath Yellowstone.
That's what it was the whole time. It was never a volcano.
Exactly.
It does still spew lava and stuff.
Yeah, there is still lava because it's hell.
Yeah. Okay.
And fire and
Demons
stuff.
happen. Cool shotgun shenanigans.
Stuff's raining from the sky. It's crazy.
This is where it gets like 2012, where when Yellowstone explodes, there's like meteors.
Yeah, the roads are like getting destroyed and they're like swerving around people. It's crazy.
Timmy says like, I hope my insurance covers this. And then more stuff happens.
I love Timmy.
Okay, what is in between? Is anything in between Yellowstone and Appalachia? I know there's stuff like physically in between it. I mean, like, is there movie in between it?
Well, what haven't we hit? We haven't hit tornadoes.
Tornado Valley.
Boom. It's literally just a wall of tornadoes.
Literally 8,000 tornadoes. There's like a 30-second...
And there's aliens.
Aliens are causing the tornadoes.
Aliens are making tornadoes in Arkansas.
Okay, so that's happening. Appalachia. They
somehow get through all this. I don't...
It's because Luther's just so cool.
He's... What is his design? It's got to be like the most like childish understanding of like what a badass would look like, right?
Eye patch.
He's got an eye patch.
Hook hand.
I feel like that would mess with it. Maybe like I know it's weird, but like a robot hand somehow.
I mean, that's pretty badass. Robot hand is pretty cool.
Stupidest movie ever. I feel like that's our unofficial catchphrase.
This is the stupidest movie ever.
I think I've said that every episode.
Oh, for the podcast. I thought you meant for like this movie.
No.
Yeah, every movie to you has been stupid. Okay.
I mean, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to have a word with you. Is this not idiotic?
No, this is the best thing we've ever conceived.
I mean, they're the best and worst movies ever. That's what we strive for.
Let's keep going. We gotta get to we still have another
Appalachia.
Movie. Appalachia.
All
they
the
stop the
attack.
camp. All the cryptids they have to fight.
They're like in a campsite.
They see Mothman in the trees. Not Denzel Washington.
No, Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker's character
Luther.
Is like, that's a bad omen. They fight the cryptids. Of course, they win.
Smokey the Bear comes out of the woods.
That would be terrifying.
They fight
him. New York. They show up.
They get to New York.
They, like Ghostbusters 1, when all the ghosts, like, spew out of the building.
Yeah, they're all over the city.
Like, swarming.
And Godzilla is coming up.
They see Godzilla in the distance.
He's coming out of the ocean.
Ghostbusters there. The ghosts are secondary priority to Godzilla. Godzilla is going to destroy everything. We have, Dan Aykroyd, we have an idea, says Dan Aykroyd. Cut to them piloting the Statue of Liberty. Similar
Was there
to
a song that played
Pacific Rim.
when they did that? Oh, okay. They're in the drift.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
The Statue of Liberty was always my favorite Jaeger.
Yeah, me too. I loved that part.
So that happens.
They fight Godzilla.
They swing the torch and it just smashes into Godzilla's head.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And then big fireball or something hits both the Statue of Liberty and Godzilla. Who is it?
A meteor.
Who is it?
It's Satan.
It's Satan himself. He's like 1,000 feet tall. Or maybe just a couple hundred, because the Statue of Liberty ain't that big.
There's a side glance between Godzilla and the Statue of Liberty. And then they go in and fight.
And then this will get in the feminist crowd, because not only is the Statue of Liberty a female, Godzilla is a female, and they're taking down the satanic patriarchy.
Killing Satan.
They're killing Satan together. Women are strong. We've got a message.
Are we good? I mean, that's the movie.
They destroy Satan. They kill him.
And everything is... Okay, Timmy needs to get injured. And it seems like he's going to die.
What if they're leaving the Statue of Liberty, they're crawling out of the Statue of Liberty, and he falls down a flight of stairs?
It's not even in this really crazy fight. It's just a normal, everyday accident. And that has a message, too. That you need to be careful.
Be careful on stairs. Use the handrail.
Okay, we've got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Are we good with worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario is the title. After they defeat Satan, he finds his family. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. That was worst case scenario. I mean, that was the worst case scenario.
That is worst case scenario.
Okay. Let's do the second one.
Okay, spin the wheel.
Okay, our first genre for the second movie is an adventure.
Okay.
It's an adventure.
We've already been on quite the adventure.
It is. It's an adaptation adventure, or an adventure adaptation. So, right off the top of your nog, what is...
Well, we need to get our actors.
Oh, yeah.
And our actresses.
We'll see if that...
Because that might determine what we're doing.
Okay, first star, Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
She's been looking for something new.
Please. I have a brilliant idea.
Sandra Bullock and Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
What a pair.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We're going to adapt the Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
One of the oldest adventure games.
That is an adventure.
And it's an adaptation.
Now, are we doing the first one? The very first
We've got Princess Zelda. And we've got Link.
Princess Zelda. Okay. Is this a gritty?
Is this gritty?
Because
what's that one, Snow White?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Huntsman or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if it has to be. I guess we'll figure it out.
Here's the thing that pops up right off the top of my head.
Okay.
Link is typically a child.
But, who cares?
And if he's 40-year-old Bradley Cooper...
Well, maybe Maybe he's Ganon then.
And we get, like, Stranger Things kid in the movie.
Hold on! Okay, maybe it won't work. Maybe we shouldn't do Legend of Zelda.
No, I think it would work.
Well, what's wrong with Bradley Cooper being Link?
What I'm saying is, if he's Link, if he's like a 40-year-old man, then it has to be
is an adaptation.
Snow White. This has to be a Snow White and the Huntsman type adaptation.
I guess it does.
Where it's like crazy, like like shitty action, or like the
shitty movie,
or like the Jeremy Renner, Hansel and Gretel movie.
Okay, well let's think. Let's put a pin in Legend of Zelda. How about that?
Okay. Putting a pin in it.
Yeah, we'll think.
What's another adventure?
Another adventure
that hasn't already been adapted.
I don't know why I'm like on video games. Maybe I need to think of books. I haven't read enough books is the problem.
I haven't either, it's the thing.
I've played video games though.
Okay, then give me another video game.
I don't know. I can't think of any.
What if we adapt another adventure movie? That's a reboot.
That's not the same thing.
Okay.
The idea of adapting it would be like based on the best-selling book or best-selling video game, Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever.
Okay. First thing I'm thinking of.
What if we do Mario?
Is that an adventure?
I mean, how can it not be?
Again, okay, well, see, this one is a little better because Mario is a 40-year-old man.
He's an adult man.
We could do Mario.
Let's do Mario. Let's make the Mario movie.
Let's do it again.
Yeah. I mean, the Sonic movie just came out.
They need to do another Mario.
They need to make a new Mario movie.
This time, let's actually adapt instead of doing whatever the fuck we want. Okay. So this has nothing to do with the real world as we know it. This is legitimately Goombas aren't big tall men with tiny heads.
Yeah, they're Goombas.
And Bowser isn't a man,
Yeah. I am trying to think of like how this will work.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like how it'll work, like with the creatures in the movie.
Yeah, would they be like?
Well, then we're doing a Star Wars prequel where we just put 2 actors on a blue screen and everything else is fake.
Well, so it'll be like Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like how there's like it's real people, but then there's like CGI.
But then almost everything else is not real.
Critters. Okay, so that's fine. So Bradley Cooper is Mario.
Mario. Do we want a Luigi?
We gotta have Luigi. You can't have Mario without Luigi.
Gotta have Luigi.
Okay, we gotta get Wario and Waluigi in there too, I think.
That's the story. Let's not focus on Bowser. Bowser's been done.
Yeah, exactly.
Bowser's been done to death.
This is an adaptation of Super Mario Land. Where Wario is the bad guy.
Okay.
I think that's right. I'm gonna Google.
How does Princess Peach fall
Well, here's the
that?
issue. I don't think Princess Peach is in Super Mario Land.
This is an adaptation. So what if we just adapt Mario? I think it's Daisy. That could work a little better. Sandra Bullock is not blonde, so that could work.
That's an interesting idea to not go with Super Mario World, but the lesser-known Game Boy title. Super Mario Land.
Okay.
Is it Wario? I really feel like it's Wario.
It's that nasty boy. I got it. Sam, I got it.
What if they teamed up with Bowser?
Wario is John Goodman.
That's pretty good. I like that. Who's Waluigi?
Steve Buscemi.
That's also good. Oh shit, that's
good, right?
That is good.
It's like a big Lebowski reunion type deal.
Yeah. Okay.
So Luigi is who's Luigi?
Who's Luigi?
Luigi is
because here's the interesting thing: Daisy is Luigi's girl.
Yeah. So we definitely have to have Luigi in it.
Yeah.
What if we get star of the Super Mario movie, John Leguizamo, who played Luigi the first time, back? What if we get John Leguizamo back?
I mean, we could if you wanted to.
No, I feel like he's pretty old now.
Okay, here's an idea. What if we made Bradley Cooper Luigi? What if this is a Super Luigi movie?
This is all about Luigi this time. Okay, I'm liking what we're doing.
This is the weirdest thing we've ever made.
Luigi is in the foreground this time. Mario, who's like the best actor? The Rock.
What?
Mario is The Rock. Or The Rock is Mario, I should say. Dwayne Johnson is Mario. He takes the backseat in this movie.
This might be the dumbest thing we've ever made. We haven't even gotten to plot or anything. And I think this might be the dumbest thing we've ever made.
Okay. Here's the plot. Luigi is going to propose to Daisy.
Oh, shit. Okay.
They're together, right?
I think so, yeah.
At least in my head. Okay.
That's
regardless,
your headcanon.
Here's the thing. If Nintendo let whoever made the original Mario movie make that and do whatever the hell they wanted, I think that they'll let this slide.
Yeah, they'll let this happen. For sure.
Especially because we're about to make the greatest thing ever conceived. Luigi is going to propose to Daisy.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. What if there is a like really gritty, like Taken inspired scene?
So are we still going for this gritty Super Mario Brothers movie type of thing?
We could. Here's the I was just imagining like, you know, Daisy is under the bed, like there's someone in my room and you just hear wah.
Wow.
That's just what I was thinking. We don't have to do that.
No, I love that.
Okay. Wow.
This is the strangest thing. Okay, are we sold on The Rock being Mario?
I was just trying to think of like a real badass person, but no, I'm not.
Let's see.
Who could it be?
So Luigi is like the taller one. Who's somebody who's a little shorter than Bradley Cooper?
Danny DeVito.
That's... I feel like maybe he would be a good Wario, and maybe John Goodman should be Mario.
We could do that. We could switch them.
Oh my god. Danny DeVito and Steve Buscemi is Wario and Waluigi.
Wario and Waluigi.
Yes, I like this idea.
Okay, John Goodman. I like John Goodman as a hero more anyway. John Goodman is Mario.
Yes, and Bradley Cooper is Luigi.
What a star-studded cast.
I mean, they're all over the place. We get like stars to do like the Goomba noise too. We're just wasting
it's like Star
money.
Wars. It's like Star Wars where like
throwing money into this.
We put anyone and everyone in as a cameo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. Gilbert Gottfried's Yoshi. Things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a plot. Okay. He's going to propose to her.
He's going to propose to Daisy.
Wario and Steve Buscemi Waluigi kidnap Daisy. Adventure ensues.
So kind of how I know that we're kind of taking liberties. How does Super Mario Land work? Like, what's the...
I think he goes to another place. I'm not too worried about that.
Okay, so like, what's the meat? I know that he's on the search.
Here's another idea.
Yeah.
What if both Daisy and Princess Peach are captured?
Okay, so who's going to be Peach?
I don't know.
Who's a blonde actress?
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
Or we get Meryl Streep.
I was thinking Meryl Streep. I was going to say Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
It's Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is Princess Peach. This is like a later in life because like Wario's 70.
Yeah, this is like... I love this, like... older Mario crew.
That's why I was thinking it has to be gritty. Like this is like 20 years after the last game was made. Maybe it's got like some
humor about that. Like,
man,
not that Bradley Cooper's that old though.
No, but I feel like Luigi's younger.
I think Luigi's technically the older brother, but we're not going to worry about that.
We're not going to worry about that. We'll sweep that under the rug like the other Mario movie did with all of the Mario lore.
Good point. Or like how in the TV show they were Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah, they were literally the Mario brothers. So we'll just do whatever the hell we want to do.
Yeah, okay. So Wario and Waluigi escape the castle on their, I don't know.
Okay, now here's the question. Here's the question.
Okay.
Do we want this to be gritty or do we want it to be silly?
I don't think gritty feels right to me.
Okay,
I don't think Nintendo would greenlight that.
We insert as many as possible Three Stooges-esque scenes with Danny DeVito and Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's very Wario Waluigi.
They work for Bowser.
Okay, so Bowser's behind it all. Who's Bowser?
Is still behind it all. Well, it's just going to be CGI. So
James Earl Jones.
The voice is James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Oh, yes, baby. Okay.
Oh, God.
Bowser is like the Mo. Wario's the Curly, and Waluigi's the other one. Larry?
I don't know. Regardless, there's lots of slapstick, and it's very funny.
With them. Okay. So, Bowser obviously wants Peach. He always does.
Maybe they just accidentally got Daisy, too.
She was there.
They were like, which one's Peach? I don't know, and that's like a funny
here's the thing where it's like they go to kidnap Peach. They accidentally, however they do it, they knock out Daisy first somehow, and they're like, we can't just leave them both here.
Yeah.
There's like a slapstick kidnapping scene. I don't think that would fly.
You're right.
I don't think that would go with the movie.
That's hilarious.
That's got to be in there somewhere. Okay, they kidnap Peach and Daisy.
Yeah.
Lots of slapstick. Who, like, what? Okay, so
what happens in this movie?
What is happening? Who's like a good ally of Mario and Luigi?
Toad.
See, I was thinking Toad.
Yoshi.
I was thinking Lakitu.
He's not a friend, is he?
Is he a foe?
I thought he was a bad guy in some of them. He's also the cameraman.
Yeah.
In 64. Well, what are some other friends? Let's see.
Who's other allies of these two? Because part of the movie is them finding... The first half is them finding the ally who's going to help.
Well, I think there's definitely got to be a funny joke about your princesses in another castle. So maybe they break into a castle and they do their adventure stuff.
Toad's
and then
there.
Toad's at the end. And it's like...
Your princess is in another castle.
And then everyone in the whole audience laughs.
Yes. Rosalina.
Oh my God.
Maybe
Trace,
she's in it.
We have too many characters already.
There's so many rich characters, though.
Okay.
Margot Robbie is Rosalina.
Well, I was going to say we could give Jennifer Aniston this one.
Jennifer Aniston's in the... Okay, there she is. Boom. She needs some work, too. She's been out of the spotlight for a while.
Shampoo and lotion commercials.
Yeah. Okay, so she's Rosalina.
Boom.
She's the friend she's not in it a lot, but she's going to help them find Peach and Daisy. Okay, so Luigi's going to propose to Daisy. They get kidnapped. Yes. Daisy and Peach, of course.
Yes, it's hysterical.
Hysterical. Slapstick ensues. There's the scene... Maybe at the very beginning, there's like a Luigi's Mansion thing where they go, like, it's like a reference. It's not like a full bit.
Yeah.
They go to look for them. They realize that they're missing. This is not where the princesses in another castle thing is yet.
Yeah, not yet.
What if in this movie, since we're just kind of doing whatever the hell we want, Yoshi is like a pet
Okay.
of Peach or Daisy, and this is where Yoshi, of course, is not. I don't think we should get anyone to play him.
I think these are the type of mistakes that a normal studio would make when adapting a video game.
What do you mean?
Like making Yoshi a pet of Peach and Daisy's.
Oh, yeah. I just want to get Yoshi in there somewhere.
Yeah, he's got to be there. Every Mario character has to be there. Shy Guy's at some point, and that's funny somehow. What is... Okay. We've got to get past the beginning.
Yeah. So they figure out that they're missing. Mario's like, it's that no good...
Bowser.
It's that no good Bowser, okay. They go to Bowser's castle.
No, they go into their room, and it's a very realistic Sherlock-esque investigation scene where Mario and Luigi piece together that it is, in fact, Wario and Waluigi.
Okay.
This is the dumbest movie ever made.
Yeah, okay, so they go to Bowser's castle after that.
They just show up at his front door. They're like, hey.
Or they're like, it's Bowser's castle. They've got to be there. Here's the thing. They're not there. Your princess is in another castle.
Boom.
There's like, they're going through the castle. This is where we get like the Luigi's afraid of ghosts thing.
Very funny.
You see some Boo. You see some
Koopas.
Goombas. A couple of dry bones.
Yeah, things like that. Just whatever the hell we can get. And
they're fighting them, of course.
Jumping on their heads. It's very strange. Very awkward looking.
They find like Toad tied up and on a chair. It's like they were here, but they left. Your princess is in another castle. Luigi puts on aviators and like, oh my god. No, okay.
Why not? Why not? Trace, this movie is idiotic regardless.
They say, who can we talk to? Toad's like, I know someone. He takes them to see Rosalina.
Okay. Her starship is there for some reason.
Her celestial powers help them figure out where they're hiding. There's got to be a mushroom joke somewhere. Mario eats mushroom. Regardless, so what is like the meat of the third act? Okay. There's got to be a Mario and Luigi falling out.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if you would have killed Bowser, this would have never happened.
Maybe. Well, I was imagining. Here's what my thought was.
Okay.
Third act. It's like a heist movie to break into Bowser's other castle.
Like a Mission Impossible.
Into Wario's palace or whatever, and get the two princesses out.
Yeah, they're hiding in like Wario's house this time.
Yeah,
like
just his house. It's like
his just like regular house. It's like a ranch.
His studio apartment.
It's like a ranch style.
Well, Wario has lots of gold because he's greedy, so he would have like
that's his character,
like a palace or a mansion or something.
Yeah, no.
Regardless, they break in, they get the princesses.
There's like stealth. Maybe Shy Guys are guards.
They jump on a flagpole at some point. They slide down it.
Yes, they're escaping. This signifies the end of the movie. They're escaping Wario's palace as like the people are chasing them, and they all jump on the flagpole and slide down it. And they run into the distance, and then there's a double wedding.
Oh, okay.
Mario, Peach, Daisy, Luigi.
And then you can get the X-rated cut.
No, don't even go there. You nasty, nasty boy.
I'm sorry. That's the movie. I'm so tired of thinking about this horrible movie.
Okay.
I'm so tired of thinking about this horrible movie that I would love to see. See the absolute train wreck that is.
Just like Mario. It's just called like Mario and Luigi.
What if it's just Mario?
Well, here's the thing is that Bradley Cooper plays Luigi and he's our star.
I guess that's true. Mario and Luigi then.
That's the okay. Before the heist scene, that's the falling out. Luigi's like, I'm always second to you.
I'm your second banana.
I am your second banana. And he's like, you're not a banana, Luigi. I've told you this.
You're a human.
You are a man. No, that's the falling out.
There needs at the end there needs to be a fight between Wario and Mario, where Mario eats the mushroom and Wario eats the garlic, and they become gigantic and they fist fight each other.
And
I want to see.
And there's the scene where he's
John
like,
Goodman
shoot.
and giant Danny DeVito punch each other while dressed up like Mario and Wario.
Well, there's like the scene where he's like, shoot him. And he's like, which one's the real Mario? And he's like, are you kidding me? That's Wario. He looks different than me.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that idea where they that's the eat mushroom bit.
Yeah.
They fight. Okay, I don't know what else we can do to this movie.
I think this is it. This is all we can do. There's no more tanking.
I think it's just going to be called. I think Mario and Luigi.
Mario and Luigi's great.
It's simplistic.
I can see it on a poster right now.
Yeah. Okay. So let's put these suckers head to head.
Worst case scenario. The world is coming apart at its seam, and Luther, Forrest Whitaker, is ready for it. Luther travels across the country with his meek friend Timmy, Robert Downey Jr., to save his family from disaster. As society crumbles more and more, it becomes evident that this is the worst case scenario.
Man, I felt like I was watching a trailer just then.
Yeah, in a world.
In a freaking world. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I'd see that movie. Probably not. I would actually have to see a trailer and see all the shit that unfolds to actually want to see that movie.
Exactly.
But here's a movie that you'll definitely...
Hit me with yours.
Yeah, here's a movie you'll definitely want to see. Mario and Luigi. Years after their last adventure, Mario, John Goodman, and Luigi, Bradley Cooper, are brought out of retirement when Wario, Danny DeVito, and Waluigi, Steve Buscemi, kidnap Princess Peach, Meryl Streep, and Princess Daisy, Sandra Bullock, at the behest of Bowser, James Earl Jones. The peppy plumbers search the Mushroom Kingdom, top to bottom, to find the princesses. Grab a one-up and let's-a go. Oh my god. It's just a barrage.
Okay.
It's just, you're getting bombarded with names.
By names, characters, and actors and actresses alike.
God, we could have put so many more in there.
We could have.
Okay,
which do we think would actually get made?
I think Mr. Miyamoto holds his characters too closely now. After Mario was just pissed on by the people who did it before, I think Mr. Miyamoto and Mr. Doug Bowser just hold their properties.
Yeah, they're not gonna let this happen again.
They're not letting it happen again.
I also think the worst case scenario could happen.
It's badass. Like, it is so badass.
It sounds so kick-ass.
It does. Like, imagine seeing an animated...
I would fucking love this movie.
Just imagine seeing a trailer for an animated movie where by the end of it, you just know Forrest Whitaker and Robert Downey Jr. are going to be fighting alongside the Ghostbusters and Godzilla against Satan.
Who wouldn't want to see that?
Who wouldn't want to see that? Like, literally.
Like, it's not high art. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But that's kick-ass.
That is the most kick-ass thing I've ever heard. It's like the best disaster movie ever.
Yeah, I think I made that movie when I was a child in my head.
Yeah.
And I just now, it resurfaced.
It did.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess...
Well, that's my pick.
That's my pick. I'm going to say the worst case scenario is our pick for
the most likely to be made.
The most likely to be made. But yeah. That's going to be it for the elevator pitch. Of course, we are going to leave it up to you all at home have fun with these. They're both crazy. You can go and check out the posters that we made and cast your vote on our social medias. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at TEP_pod. Tell your friends about us, and of course leave a review and tell us how you liked the show. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.